the jump, which is one of the most difficult to achieve. So you move from the saddle across to the handlebar. Both have to do this simultaneously. Very smooth and very close together. In fact, the move named after the national coach of Germany, who's watching from the sidelines. So both riders into that saddle handlebar handstand. So that handstand unique to this pair and well executed. So now we have a handlebar turn, both pairs looking to make this exactly the same. And into the grip together, so I think 3.5 turns there as they made that, and they will get bonus points from that because of the extra turn that they added in, which adds technical difficulty. So as you can see at the moment, 175.2, they're actually gaining points rather than losing points. Turning on the start, they have to keep those pedals still, they can't move them to get balance on there, and then that grip has to be synchronized, and then you have to join directly over the spot in the center of the performance. So there's 3 turns all completed in an area of 50 centimeters together, and now once again coming into that turn, spiraling in. So very smoothly and very synchronized, and keeping it very tight on the way through, so you can see the deduction still not dropping a great deal on the right hand side of your screen here. This pair coming in really with the gold medal to win, and at the moment that turn on the spot, staying on the spot, slight difference between them, but the judges not penalizing them very much at all. So with that extra technical difficulty, so you can see a drop there, and the drop down in points there has come. I think that's going to be because of just moving out of that 50 centimeter spot for the rear wheel, but into the handlebar handstand. Very solid into the dismount as our competitors now move from 2 bikes across to 1. So this now is very difficult indeed. So the riders into the headstand, and then straight on to the handstand on the saddle. The balance required and those fine movements to keep it in control, they're hardly perceptible as you can see them move around. So the strength to hold this immense once to go into position and setting up for their next move, and this requires incredible core strength to not move. Remember, all of the limbs have to be at a set angle on the way through, and once again achieving that without a problem. So our deductions so far are minuscule on the way through this, currently fast approaching one of the best performances we've seen in indoor cycling as they move in towards their last minute, up on to the shoulders and into the front wheel raise. Both riders with their arms perfectly horizontal as they come around into the handlebar mount, so using the handlebar between the legs to give that control, raising even more height. And you can see both these riders very similar build, which does make this much more difficult indeed. Often you'll see a bigger rider at the bottom and a smaller rider on top, but now very smooth into this as they go backwards into that shoulder carry as they come through once again back into that forwards move. So dropping fractions of a point on the way through here as we move into the last few seconds here. Can they hold this together? They're a long way in front of the German pair of Stieber and Rodiger. And continuing to improve. They're so solid. Well, the timer will go. They dismount. They will lose points because the dismount achieved just after the end of the clock there. But that should be enough now. They're not going to lose any more than that, surely, as they go through, and that should be the gold medal here for the two Germans who showed an absolutely superb performance here.